Hey my friends, Greg Denning here in Thailand in the jungle, walking along the river, really actually quite nervous because I'm barefoot and watching out for all kinds of critters. Who knows what lives out here. So this is part 2 of a video series about the sets that determine your marriage: your mindset, your heart set, and your skill set. So this is the piece about the heart set. What is heart set? And it's really about the condition of your feelings and emotions, which I think the most important message I can share here is that you and we are actually in charge of our heart set, of our emotions and our feelings. Now, for some of you, that might be a new thing. If you were like me, I grew up in this world, this space where I thought and wholeheartedly believed that my feelings were just happened to me. If somebody said something, if somebody did something, or if I just felt a certain way, I literally had the mindset that my feelings and emotions were they just happened to me, right? If somebody said something, it made me mad, right? Like it was their fault. If I just was feeling a certain, woke up on the wrong side of the bed or whatever. We have all these phrases and these beliefs around our fixed mindsets we talked about in the last video, but we also have fixed heart sets. And I want to break that. I want to shatter that. When that changed for me, it literally changed everything in my life when I realized, oh, I'm in charge of my feelings. I'm in charge of my emotions, and it does not matter what other people do. I still have the power to choose what I will feel. Woo! That right there is one of the most powerful things you can do for your life and for yourself and for your marriage. And teach that to your children. Teach them that they are in charge of their emotions and their feelings. And so we get to choose. There's always a response there. There's always a space between action and reaction, between the catalyst and the response. And we get to choose that. It's so true in marriage. We get to choose what we will feel. And this is where a lot of people get into trouble, because they believe that it's just that what they're feeling. And okay, let me back up here. When you have a feeling or an emotion, it is real and you feel it, right? And nobody should tell you otherwise. Like, you feel it and it's there. But our emotions might be real, but they're not always right. Write that down. Let it sink into your mind and your heart. Our emotions are real, but they're not always right. Or our feelings are really intense and powerful, but they aren't always true. Have you noticed that? Especially maybe there was a mistake. You thought somebody had meant something, or you thought somebody had done something, and the feelings just swelled up. Maybe it was sadness or bitterness or anger or frustration or hurt. All those feelings, all those emotions came up, and then they come and explain what happened, and you realize that you were totally wrong. And you go, ooh. And guess what? All of those emotions, all of those feelings were real. They were intense. They were there. You were feeling them. And yet they were totally mistaken. They were wrong. That person hadn't done that. There was just a misunderstanding. Right? So it just illustrates that. And so I want to invite you to examine your heart set. Sometimes we get a fixed heart set around our spouse, how we feel about them, or how we feel particularly about things they do, or things they don't do. Or we allow our hearts to just kind of grow cold, or grow hard, or grow numb. Or we have so some vehicles have what's called, I think it's called a governor, where it controls, it puts it in a range. Like the motor can only go up to a certain limit, right? It can't go any faster, can't go any higher, it has way more potential horsepower, but the governor keeps it in check. Some of us, we've put governors on our hearts, and we won't allow our love to go higher, stronger, bigger, better. Some of us have built walls around our emotions and our feelings. We've we tell ourselves in order to protect ourselves. I did this. We build up these walls to protect ourselves, but really all we've done is isolated ourselves. We have barbed wire fences sometimes around our emotions. We won't let people get close to us, even our spouses. Sometimes we limit the scope of intimacy and connection. Like and by that I mean holistic, really close intimacy. We limit that and that range of emotion because we've got it guarded or protected. Sometimes we're just honestly underdeveloped. We just haven't developed emotional strength and endurance and a full range of emotions. Some of us are we're still babies, so to speak. We're still adolescents when it comes to emotional mastery and greatness and potential. Think about that. Some of you you just have an underdeveloped heart set. You don't know how to control and direct your emotions and how to use them to the best interest for you and your marriage and life in general. And so that's actually something we have to work on. It's a muscle, so to speak, that we have to develop, and it's an ability, and it is definitely a skill to manage your heart set and use it to grow and expand and improve. And so my invitation and challenge today is look at your heart set. Look at the feelings you are consistently experiencing and the emotions you have. And if you've gotten in some ruts or patterns or channels that where whenever a certain thing happens, you get into a certain heart set. Or it could be like you just go into it by default all the time, and maybe there's no catalyst, maybe nothing happens. There's just you get in a heart set, and some of you may have been in a heart set for decades, and it's time to snap out of it. And that's the coolest part of all this. You have the power and the privilege to just step away and out of the old heart sets. And you get to choose your emotions. You get to choose your feelings. And so I invite you to think about that. What do you want to choose? If you could choose to have any emotion most of the time, what would you choose? It's probably not the one you're experiencing. And I know for a lot of you, this is a brand new idea, and I hope you are just taking this in, absorbing it, at least think about it. Some of you might be skeptical, but think through it. Like, think how much power that gives you when you realize you are 100% in control of your heart set, of what you feel. Oh, it's so awesome. And when you choose to do that, when you choose to take back that power, it will transform your life and, of course, your marriage. So think through that. Get control of that heart set. Learn how to develop it and strengthen it so you can bring all its power and potential into your marriage. Reach upward.